Here we are. This is to Ned. And I knew that you wouldn't desert us when the chips were down.
Well, what I want to know is how you got Sonny Corinthos to consider giving up his seat on the board.
I made him an offer that with any luck he won't refuse.
All that remains now is just to straighten up a few things with our Mr. Jacks.
I don't think Jax will be causing us any more trouble.
Mr. Jacks is here?
You're early.
Well, I had something to tell you before the others arrived. I underestimated you.
Yes, you did.
May I?
Huh? By all means, help yourself. Why would this be any different this time?
Well, gentlemen, I know when I'm licked. The siege of ELQ is over. Long live ELQ.
I'll drink to that.
Fierce in battle, gracious in defeat. What's wrong with this picture?
I assure you, Ned, there's no hidden agenda.
Memory serves me, that's how this whole thing started.
As hard as I work to bring ELQ to its knees, that's how hard I intend to work to raise it back to its former glory. To a new and stronger alliance. Oh, is this how they play the game in the world of legitimate business? This guy tries to take down the company, and you welcome him back with open arms? What's the matter? Is my fly unzipped?
I thought we agreed that I'd vote your proxy tonight.
I changed my mind. I said I'd think over the proposal. I did. I'm not interested.
Do you mind if I ask why?
No, not at all. For one thing, I didn't realize you were planning to keep Jax on the board.
And the other thing?
You need my help.
Huh. That'll be the day.
I hate to break this to you, Edward, but thanks to Prince Charming here, you got a major union situation on your hands. And if somebody doesn't do something about it real soon, ELQ is gonna lose a lot of money.
We don't need your kind of help.
Trust me, you do. And as a member of this board, I consider it my fiduciary responsibility to give it. Okay, now let's not everybody thank me at once.
Thank you, Sonny. Thank you. Be a big help.
You're welcome. I just want to let you know that I'm a team player.
Well, that's very commendable, Mr. Corinthos. But forgive us.
Mr. Corinthos, man, I must be stepping up in the world.
Well, we were in the middle of discussing some very important ELQ matters, and we...
So I heard, Edward.
There are things about corporate life that are obviously outside your ken.
Oh, I'll tell you what's outside my ken. The fact that you continue to associate with a man that has no honor. When did you become judge and jury?
And you really don't know all the facts.
Well, then why don't you explain it to me there, Edward? Because you know where I come from? A guy tries to screw you the way Jack did. You don't just hand him a glass of champagne and welcome him into your home. Unless you intend to whack him and bury him in the garden. Now, I would assume Lila wouldn't allow that.
Well, we have come to an accommodation with Mr. Jacks.
Oh, well, that's nice for you there, Edward. But I got $60 million worth of ELQ stock that says it stinks.
Well, you're outvoted. Now, can we get on with this meeting? I'm going to call in the others.
Okay, fine. You want to get in bed with this clown, that's your business. But I'm going to watch him like a hawk. Well, you do what you have to do. Count on it.
Mr. Corinthos.
Hey!
How nice to see you.
It's good to see you too, Mrs. Quartermain.
Well, Edward, I hope you have better news for us tonight than you had at the last board meeting.
I do indeed. All right, everyone, let's get settled. Come around here, my dear. All right, everyone, can we quiet down, please? We have some very important company business to deal with tonight.
That's funny. That means that we still have a company, in fact.
Oh, be assured that ELQ has never been stronger.
What about the takeover?
There'll be no takeover, Grandmother.
Well, I guess it's my cue. I'm probably not the most popular person in the room at this particular moment.
Oh, hey,
but,
come on, Jax. I gotta tell you, you never really were.
Well, I'm sure many of you are wondering why I'm here.
What actually interests me is how a seemingly intelligent young man like you could get involved with my sister in a business deal, no less.
It's a decided lapse in judgment, from which I'm hoping it's not too late to recover.
Well, now, you see, what Jax did was strictly business. He saw an opportunity, and he went for it. Now, the fact that he didn't succeed doesn't mean that he's entirely wrong. No, you see, ELQ had become rather complacent, and what he did served as a very useful wake-up call.
I know an answering service that'll do the same thing for about $50 a month.
For your information, Jax and Jax has worldwide resources that can be a very valuable asset to ELQ in the future, and I feel certain that Mr. Jax will give us access to those resources. That's why I've asked him to stay on as an active member of the board, for the immediate future at least. So now, if you don't mind, I would really like to move on. First, the real credit for this victory goes to Ned and Justice.
Bravo, both of you.
No. This was Ned's show. I just went along for the ride.
Fine. Which brings me to the real reason for this meeting. I propose that Ned be reinstated as CEO.
Oh, I'm so glad that you've come to your senses at last, Edward.
Well, thank you, Lila. Excuse me, dear. Now, if you wouldn't mind just calling the roll.
You're going to do this without Tracy?
Well, hopefully your sister will have good sense enough to stay very far away.
Oh, bosh, Edward. Tracy's not done anything that you haven't already done yourself.
Thank you for reminding me, dear. Go on. Read it.
Edward Quartermain, how do you cast your vote?
Yay.
Alan?
Yay, and yay for Monica as well. I have her proxy. Her plane's been delayed.
Good. AJ?
So I came. Yay.
Mr. Corinthus?
Yay.
Mr. Jax?
Yay.
Well, now that just leaves Tracy.
And I have her standing proxy, and I vote...
Not so fast.
Oh, here we go again.
I'll cast my own vote. Thank you very much, Daddy.
Go ahead. Suit yourself. Really doesn't matter anymore, Tracy. The vote's unanimous.
And what makes you think that I would vote so differently than the rest of you? I wasn't the one that ousted Ned from ELQ. In fact, I argued adamantly in his favor.
While you were plotting with Jax to stab me in the back.
Ned. Darling, I know you're angry with me.
That doesn't even begin to describe it.
I owe you an apology. In fact, I owe every member of this family an apology.
That include me?
I owe you a special apology, Justice, for my insensitive remarks. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to hurt anyone in the family.
Well, you never do, Tracy, but it always seems to work out that way.
I know I have very little credibility left with any of you.
Try zero.
But whatever you may think of me, I love you all very much.
Oh, please, could I just interject a little reality check here, people? My God, this is unbelievable. First she schemes with Jax to take the whole company over. And then you come in and have the gall to expect instantaneous forgiveness.
That's my sister.
Try to understand. Being away from you the last 3 years, my life has been a living hell.
If anyone needs me, I'll be over here with my violin.
Quiet, AJ. Let Tracy finish what she has to say.
Thank you, Mother. I never wanted to destroy ELQ, I was just desperate to come back. To find a place that Dylan and I could call home.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Ned, you're about to become a father. You, of all people, should understand what I'm about to say. Imagine if you and your child were told to leave here and never to return again. To spend the rest of your life knowing that everything and everyone you hold dear and cherish and love would be forever beyond your reach. All right, look, I did a terrible thing. I did a horrible thing. And I'm truly sorry. I know you're not going to forgive me, and I don't even deserve it. But as I stand here, and I look in your dear and cherished faces.
Oh, brother.
I realize just how deeply I love each and every one of you. And how empty and pathetic my life is without you.
That was very moving, Mother. Thank you for sharing. I know everyone in this room has a bone to pick with my mother, myself included. But I couldn't help being struck by what she said just now about the importance of family. It's something I've come to understand only recently. That whatever our differences, everyone in this room knows that when the chips are down, this family will line up behind them. And in that spirit, I'd like to propose a toast in honor of my mother's return to the bosom of her family. Better yet, I think I have something that expresses that sentiment even better than I can.
You are really unbelievable. You think you can do whatever you want and get away with it.
When matched against Jenny and you, it's not very difficult.
Don't underestimate me.
Let me suggest you take your own advice. You may have conned my son into marrying you, and you may have wormed your way into the Quartermain family. But you and that egg you're hatching are never going to see a dime of the Quartermain money. My son, Dylan, is the Quartermain heir, and I am his seat warmer until he's old enough to claim it, making you and yours completely irrelevant. So why don't you just do everybody a big favor and go back to where you came from? The free ride is over, Missy. Disembark to the left.
To my mother, may her profound sense of family loyalty stand as a shining example to all of us.